Hello everyone, Pretty Scooter here, and welcome back to more Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. Last time, I had a collector's problem, and today, I have other problems. But unfortunately, I don't have 2 hours of your time to talk about them. I have about 10 minutes. So we're just gonna talk about, I guess something that just popped in my mind very recently is that how I guess at one point in the world, we really had, like, everybody had a talk show. And, like, talk shows are still a thing, so it's not, like, I'm not spouting any new information. Everybody has a talk show of some regard nowadays. But the talk show has shifted. It's no longer, you know, it's no longer, hot movie star A and B decided, hey, let's talk at people in America for 5 minutes, for 5 to 25 minutes a day. I don't know why I say 5 to 25 minutes when most talk shows last for like 3 hours. I don't watch talk shows. Don't criticize me on my knowledge of what a talk show is. I don't watch them. I do not either. God damn it. That was almost a chip in. But what I say when it's just the formula has changed now is everybody has a talk show. And they're called anybody with a computer, a functioning mic, and access to the iTunes podcast list. So, yeah, podcasts have kind of become a thing now. And a real big thing out there. I guess they've been kind of waning, as far as I'm aware. They're waning a little bit as over the last few years or so. But I do find it interesting that everybody has everybody has had a podcast at some point, or participated in a podcast. And at this point, like, when you decide you want to make a podcast, you have to find that thing that makes your podcast interesting or sets it apart from other ones. I'm not going to fall for this trick again. I fell for this trick again. I'm mad at myself. And I guess I talk about podcasts and whatnot, not because I'm interested in doing a podcast, because I'm very bad at topic starting. That's why it takes me, like, it's now taking me 15 minutes in between episodes to create something to talk about on the spot. I got going now, so I can at least talk about it. But I guess I kind of wonder do I bother watching or listening to a podcast when I'm already, you know, so engrossed in the YouTube stuff that watching a podcast would be very, not hypocritical, not conducive to my free time. Because it seems like watching a podcast doesn't offer anything to me. I guess what is the point? What is the draw to watching a specific podcast? Is it like the topics they cover? Is it you know, any subgenres they have? Is it the comedy sketches they set up? Like, what is it that kind of has drawn or draws us all to a podcast nowadays? Chief? Oh boy. Don't do me dirty like this, Chief. What is the issue? Well, I did it. Don't know how, but I did it. Oh, I hit the replay button. I actually just came over the waterfall. Giggity. Scooter plays as a children's game. Calm down. Ah! Stop that! I guess it really, like, it really baffles me how people can listen to or watch podcasts so much, is because, or the reason why it baffles me is because, you know, I guess I'm not on an unlimited data plan, and the people who do listen to podcasts tend to have an unlimited data plan on their phone, so they can just listen to it while they're in the car. And I guess for me, I just prefer to listen to like the same 700 or 800 songs I always have on my iPod. Wow! I was watching it the whole way. It's like, what is with this camera? This camera's weird. This camera's wired. So I guess bouncing it over to you guys, like, if you watch a podcast, is that the whole draw of the podcast? Is just something to do in your car when you're going to and from work, or if you're on a long road trip to listen to that for the whole time instead of music, music you might not like? Huh, you get power shots here. Neat. I don't know, it all seems just very foreign to me. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just uneducated on what the attention or what the draw to a podcast is. I guess I kind of would like, you know, like to learn why people listen to them so much, or what is the actual draw to them. That is just a straight drop, eh? Well, get down there, I say. Uh-oh. A little off course. No wind either, so this is just off course, period. I would like to think if that accuracy wasn't off, that would have just gone in the hole. Like, one bounce in the cup. You know, I got not much else. That was the whole idea. That was it. Like, this is the last thing I'm doing for today, but the whole concept of podcast just kind of baffled me a little bit, and I guess I wanted to air that out a little bit. Maybe somebody can educate me on why I'm dumb and why a podcast is fantastic. Because I would love to be taught. I think a wise man once said, the only time when you are truly dumb is when you stop asking questions. Or stop questioning what's going on with the world, or why something is popular while something else isn't. You know, that kind of thing. Anyway. Well, that's the time with club slots over. So next time on Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, if I looked at it right, we get to play with coin collection. I'll see you folks next time. Take care.